Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching from. Today is Tuesday, September 1st, 2020, and this is pre-market analysis on Successful Trading YouTube channel. In the live chat, good morning, Mr. Sats. How are you, sir? Hopefully, you have only a single link for this pre-market analysis today on here. Hello, Mr. Beto. How are you, sir? Glad to have you guys on board. We are just waiting for a few other viewers here. Hello, good morning, Mr. Ron. How are you? And in the meantime, we will take the opportunity to give a shout out to our many traders across the world. It's currently 8:48 p.m. in Singapore City, in 9:48 a.m. in Buenos Aires. Those catching us across the pond, like Mr. H. Pundits, where it's currently 1:49 p.m. in the afternoon in London. Welcome, everybody, Mr. B. New month, Mr. B. I'm gonna be waiting my statistics on how many times I messed up in in August, sharing the wrong screen. Good afternoon, Mr. H. Here he is, folks. Trading from across the pond. And who did I miss? Miss Michelle. Good afternoon in Brussels. And there is no sound. All right, there is no sound because there should be sound. Could I get a mic check? Good morning, Mr. Mickey. I will need confirmation. It was only you. It was only two. Okay. All right. Miss Lauren can hear me. Yes. Okay. Actually, I think I can afford to maybe speak without the whatever that is that I'm putting in my ears. The window is open. I sorry for the just the long sleeve. It's actually getting chilly. The beginning of fall, even in California. So an early morning like this, yesterday I definitely felt it with that tiny shirt. So we're gonna have to figure out something here. This is better for the computers overall. Glad to have everybody on board. Well, everybody, whomever is on board, thank you for stopping by and getting ready for your trading day through with this pre-market analysis on we have been touting put scalping Tuesday, but it hasn't panned that way, right? I mean, this right now, this market is about just splitting and going further up, crazy valuation and earnings. Oh my goodness. So the boss case started yesterday afternoon in the hangouts, right, with Zoom, and then this morning it just went psh. So now the question is what's gonna happen. How to go about trading Zoom even with a gangster trade, folks. You cannot force a gangster trade. I really want to take the time to tell you that, okay? There's so much that goes into a gangster trade for it to work. I mean, it's appears on paper that, hey, yeah, anything that gaps, but my friend, as things are gapping, market makers actually play on it because that's why buying out of the money option is not a strategy that's viable long term. For us, we're able to get away with it here because of a methodology. Yeah, I've spoken to some of you, and some of you, you are to be looking at the type of trade that you're taking. It's not because the stock is start going up that all of a sudden you're gonna tell yourself, let me just throw money at any strike, that you're gonna lose that money. Let that make clear to you. Yeah, there is a specific reason why we pick the strike that we are picking. They're out of the money, granted, but that out of the money a high percentage of getting us profit without being in the money. When you go now and say, oh, fine, the alerts are calling for this strike. If the stock start going up, let me just buy even $10 further. My friend, you're gonna have a hard time making a living out of that. That should be evident to you if you are doing that. So there is a fine balance because on the other end, we have you could be in a situation where, hey, you're buying a little bit too in the money. That's good. I mean, we can do that. Let's say when very close to expiration. But even on the last day, you have seen me. I will take trade on SPY or on anything out of the money because those are time bound trades. Yeah. Okay. I am not sure why in the live broadcast YouTube is suggesting to me my own video. This video is live, so just be careful of that. So this morning there was a situation that actually I was sharing with some of you, because Zoom yesterday, the highest strike that they could have, that they had, was 440. Well, the stock started trading this morning at 424, so market maker, they had to scramble, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Well, I need to switch screen because I kind of messed up. No, I'm on the right screen. I'm just going to go to another page of the same screen. So all I have to do, easier said than done, I'm going to stay inside of Power E-Trade, Mr. B, and I will just go and to the option chain for Zoom, and show you which that I am referring to. So if we are almost live, on, meaning live in the sense that there's very little delay between. So this is what's happening. So this is the proof of which that I was saying. I was saying that the highest strike price was actually 445. Yeah. How do we know? Because they have open interest. All of these, they were created today from 450 to 500. So my friend, what are we gonna do? Okay, fine. I have no idea now what's going to be, but if you want to take a trade here on Zoom, let's go for 500. And I'm not going to throw anything more than 5 cents to it. So 500 calls, but 500 calls only mere $50 on here for this. So let's say if you get a fail and this thing just continue running, because that's what this market do, right? Tesla splits and gaining how much? 6%, how much? 6% in pre-market today. How much was it up yesterday? And some of you, hey, fantastic if you had those trades. So I know that this is going to be popular, though for me, trust me, I will. It's not a high percentage trade. I tell you, and I want reverse psychology to work here. Do not go don't taking this trade because I'm saying that you can make money with a low percentage trade, but meaning that it's not something that you can do consistently when a stock is up 38%. We just saw such a ridiculous. If anything, actually, for me, I'm preferring the put side of Zoom. So on the put side, let's close on this one, right? And let me write it down on Discord. So some of you, actually, the people in the Discord room, they already have what's the first one, but I will reveal that here when I switch screens. I don't want to mess up on my first day. So we're saying that September, so Zoom, ZM is the ticker. September 4, 500 calls at 0.05. Yep. Plus, let's see, in terms of strike on the stock is up $125 since yesterday. So geez, what type of strike can we get on the put? Anything. Trust me, anything is good. So 350 is where I put that's what that yellow thing. That's why I don't mess myself up. And this one, actually, we want to get it. So in that case, I will even be willing to go, but really, I mean, 10 cents. 10 cents. I'm willing to go. Yeah, and I need to, what do I need to do? I'm losing my screen. I'm showing you. So the 350, 10 cents, and I need my 350 put. I'm writing that down inside of our Discord room. Okay, fantastic. All right. So that's it, folks. And I'm gonna stay inside of Power E-Trade before revealing the screen for Discord at the very end. All right. So let's repeat that attempt at the Ganser trade on Zoom. So September 4th, 500 calls for 5 cents and 350 puts for 10 cents. And then there is a question. Mr. Ali Khalif, hello. I only see you post winning trade. What about losing trade records? Where can I find them? Where can I find them? My goodness, this guy. What do you want to do with my winning, my losing trade records? This is amazing. So wow. Okay, excellent. great beginning to a Monday, obviously. No, but this is not a Monday. To a month of September. Hey, good morning, Mr. Nisa. So that is one. The second trade that's for us, we have for this morning for Gangster trade is a stock that gap up. We tried it last week, I believe. Yeah, I think it was last week. And that stock actually, briefly, it actually gave gain on the put side, and then it went into sideways. So it didn't carry through in the direction overall. So that's something that let's see how it pans out today. Hey, good morning, Mr. Luis. How are you? And for that, let's see. Yeah, I can stay inside of Power A Trade to show that first before showing the trade. No, I can just switch screens. Let's do that. Let's go and share the inside of the Gangster because both of them are pasted there now. So let's do this. Let's switch screens here. Okay, so where do we want to go? Discord. Yep. Here we it. All right. Okay. Here we are. Okay, so for me, this is my trade, the Gangster that I am really scrutinizing this morning. So Square is gapping up 3%. So this will be, if it opened at this price, the previous 52-week high was $161.54. I think that literally took place like a couple of days ago. So this morning is gapping up $5 or 3% at even printed 165 something. I'm expecting that the first 5 minutes just gonna be a ridiculously high low, a huge delta between the high and the low, and that will make it such that the put will be filled. I'm hoping that the call will be filled as well as that kind of post a low of the day, and then from that on it will just be a matter of Square picking up a direction, and I will be adjusting my number of contracts accordingly. So that's my trade plan for the Gangster trade on Square on this morning pre-market analysis on Tuesday, September the 1st, and it's currently 9 a.m. Eastern in New York and in Toronto, or 6 a.m. Pacific in Southern California, where you are catching this live broadcast of pre-market analysis on Successful Trading YouTube channel. Who else do we have? We have 21 concurrent viewers. Are there any questions? So if let's allow a couple of minutes on here to make sure that we don't have any latecomers in there who are going to say, "Oh, could you repeat the Gangster trade?" Both of them are printed inside of our Discord room. Okay, if no question, we are going to switch screens again and just take a look at the volume and some of the activity this morning in terms of individual stock. I think we got a shot earlier when we started this pre-market analysis on the indexes, but we will go through the indexes as well as we just have a full-blown bullish market every single day. It's as if there's only one direction for most of these stocks, right? One direction and one direction only. All right, so let's see. The control screen is telling me that we are back inside of Power A Trade. The broadcast is still showing inside of the Discord, so we will be patient for a minute here. Minimize this screen, and here we are. Okay, so let's go inside the market view. Okay, wow, definitely wow, right? Just like yesterday, right? So earlier, I think the Qs, they were up almost 1%. or thereabout. 297. This we talked about it yesterday a little bit. So QQQ has this just a target of 300 sometime this week. So how it goes sideways in between now, because $3, that's 1%. Obviously, as you can see on here, the computers can just do that by a snap of a finger on any type of money, right? So 300 is that round number. Yesterday, did anybody catch the last candle yesterday? The 15 minutes or even the 5 minutes? The last 15 minutes was spike. Wasn't that interesting? All the way below 350, then go all the way to 351, and then come back down again. That was computer at their best. Yep. So in terms of our watch list, let's see what volume are we seeing in. Again, I didn't do a video again setting up this power inside of Power E-Trade, so I'm not sure if I will be doing that. Wow, look what we have here. American Airlines at $12. We have been used to 1 million shares on here. Doesn't mean anything. Yeah. The thing that means something. Oops. The thing that means something. We start going on with Tesla, folks, because if you want to look at this chart, or maybe it's me, right? In pre-market, wasn't this thing up like 6%? Or maybe I was reading the information wrong. I'm not so sure. I am not so sure. I'm not really. Please don't ask me what I think of Tesla. I know that this much. Apple volume, like before, even let's say it was 705, was already a million shares. Right now, it's standing at 4 million shares, and the stock was up as much as $132.50. Right now, it's tracking about $131. So yeah, that's some massive volume in this stock. Yesterday it started at was it 126, 127, and just it crept its way throughout the day to 130 or so. So now we are beginning here at 131 or so. That's gonna be very interesting. JD has volume as well. AMD has a ton of volume. What a bullish one yesterday on AMD. That was a good trade. Hopefully you caught it. Yeah, we made a tiny video on it yesterday. Walmart. Is it Walmart? Yep, Walmart is up to $142, folks. Microsoft struggled yesterday. They're opening a little bit flat, but above that support yesterday. Remember, 225 was low of the day, and they just did sideways. Somebody talked about in the Hangouts yesterday. Was it yesterday? Somebody was talking about the flow on BAC from Flow Algo. Options, that is. I didn't. Maybe they were equity, but they didn't post them on that. I don't know if it was Mr. Risk. So this morning, BAC volume of 238,000 is not unusual. That as far as I can tell, minus 0.51. The financial have been very hard to track. I don't think that the financial have made 2 consecutive days in the same direction for a month, because it's just, you think that, oh, they are bullish, nothing, or they are bearish, and then on a Friday they will just pop. You're like, what? Yeah. So banks, very difficult. Well, in terms of day trading, yeah, definitely you can day trade them if the setup is there. But I mean, for us, they haven't. I remember Goldman Sachs, the last one that was on an alert, and we took that one, we traded it. It was up down terribly. Yeah. Who do we have here? Well, Square. Okay, here's Square. 185,000 shares, up 3%, up $5. Okay, you catch the drift, folks. So yeah, very interesting Tuesday on here to say the least. To me, this market overall, from what I can see, is just too much. It's doing just too much. A lot of things are going on. So as a trader, or as a beginner trader, that's where a lot of things, because all of this, some of it's going to be noise. Yeah, trying to keep track of all of that. Over trading is definitely a risk. So just be mindful of that. We have a question on here from Fuck Houston. How do you make sure that both sides are filled? I have done CRM and said last week the only side that got filled were the opposite of a direction, ended up losing. Well, my friend, The losing hasn't. I'm not sure if the losing had something to do with the direction, but let me ask you. So the situation on CRM, and then I answer the question overall. So if you have a trade and the trade is going against you, what do? So you just watch the trade go against you the entire time. That's rule. That question is valid regardless of the strategy. Either it's a gangster or if it is a day trade that you take not normally. On the gangster trade, we have repeated that. I'm not familiar with you, sir, so I'm not sure how long you have been watching the show. But for us, we actually said that we are going to have a boot camp next Monday where we're going to go deep dive into all of the nuances and advanced level of gangster. The gangster trade call for having a put and a call in both directions because you don't want to be filled in one direction and then just watch the other one. So we have said here on this show, hopefully we help people who are kind of test of that. If you have not watched those pre-market analysis video, go ahead and watch them again. We want a fill in both directions. So meaning that if you get a fill in one direction, you have to manually take the other. When I say manually, meaning that you have to adjust the moment that you see, oh, I got fill for, I don't know, in your case, did you tell us on CRM, the side that you got filled, you have to buy the other one. That means that sometimes it's not gonna be, you will not be able to buy it at your initial or tiny offer that we make, limit order that we make on in pre-market. So that's the way to go. Otherwise, yeah, taking a trade in one direction and it's going the other direction is definitely a no-no. Gangster trade or any other trade. Hopefully that answers your question, for Houston. And really, I think my line of thought has been on here that if you don't have a good grip understanding of that, which that is, don't do it. I don't know who Folk Houston is. I don't know if he's one of our subscribers on at, inside of our Discord. If that's the case, I mean, you always have the choice, sir, to schedule your one-on-one, right? To get your question fully answered and squared. If you're a YouTube subscriber and you happen to just be catching small bits of this, do yourself a disservice and really make sure that you fully understand the intricacies of this strategy. We have lost on gangster trade. Nobody told you that if your mindset as of now, folks, is that, oh, every single gangster trade is going to make you money. You get yourself wrong because we have the worst thing that can happen on the gangster trade will be, hey, you buy something and then it stayed flat. We have had that. The first one that I did live with everybody, it was on Netflix. I think there was one person who made money because they got out of the trade within literally the first 3 minutes. Square, it said, was autocorrect. I put both puts and call. The call did not get filled and put did at 10 cents and then it just backfired. Well, it happened, my friend. So the call did not get filled. No, I'm not laughing at you. Meaning, the way that you're describing things, folks. Don't. Sometimes my reaction, people may misinterpret them. So again, if the call did not get filled, that trade on Square last week didn't work. The puts actually were making money briefly, believe it or not. I had them. So we have said that for us, at least as of now, with this method, unless you have gone to bootcamp yet, which only gonna take place September 7th, this is a very low risk type of trade, and hence we have said again, you don't have to trade this, folks. Nothing. I mean, if you take the trade, I don't know. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'm not sure what to tell you. But again, I want to make sure that people who are taking the trade, they understand how the strategy works. Hopefully, Mr. Folk Houston, you will be interested in learning more about the Gangster trade by registering for the bootcamp coming up on September 7th. any further question before it's about 9:12, so we have about three more minutes. We went through. We're looking at the stock right now. Oh my goodness! Lo and behold, Tesla is actually red. Could you believe this? This Tesla in pre-market is down minus 1.92%. Miracle, almost minus 2%. We thought the only direction that Tesla could be going is just up. Well, maybe they're changing the books on for this new month. Should we trade ANTC this week with tomorrow event? I do not trade news, sir, so I'm not going to entertain this type of question on here. So for the subscribers, they know what to do with INTC. So here you are asking me questions that, again, when I'm going to be saying something here, then you will tell me that, oh, you told me that you should be doing this on Intel because of the event. I don't know what event that you are talking about. For us, we trade alert as part of our subscription. So meaning that there's a signal that is given, and then then I'm laughing again, folks. It's not that because I'm seeing the comments that they're just asking. So let's finish on NTC. So Mr. Folk Houston is asking about an event tomorrow. I don't know what the event is. Here's what I know. For us, we trade stock based on a specific signal that come, and they are called successful trading alerts. They come every Friday. Yeah. So if Intel or whatever stock happen to be there, we will trade it according to a system that we do have. The reason I was laughing because somebody pops in and DJ, and then he asks, "Did I miss the gangster?" The gangster. I tell you, there's always somebody who's going to show up later at the party, and who will be, "I missed the gangster trade." So yes, Mr. DJ, so you missed it, but I can tell you that the replay of this you can catch what's the gangster trade. And according to Mr. Folk Houston, you may not want to trade the gangster trade, right? They didn't work for him. The last I don't know the last two instances that when he tried them. So just be careful what you are doing, folks. Any further question on here before we close out this pre-market analysis broadcast for Tuesday, September 1st, 2020? Okay, if no further question, thank you for your time. I will give back 15 minutes so that we can reset after this pre-market analysis and prepare ourselves. I mean, right now I'm watching, and I think is that yeah, that's the same screen that's on the control screen. Plus, you're seeing the back end. I mean, do you see the volatility on Tesla where it's just like 7 million shares traded, 7 million, just for a stock that's almost $500. So that's the amount of money that has been exchanging hand. And Apple is not quiet either because right now it's approaching 5 million shares traded. Wow, wow, that's just amazing on a Tuesday morning. That's the markets we trade in how do we call it in live after the splits. So thank you everybody. Have a good trading session. But remember, for us, it's scalping Tuesday. So with patience, there are still great opportunity to trade the rest of the week. And oh yeah, if you happen to be trading weekly options like we do on here, we know that as time passes by, the options are actually cheaper. So for us, we don't mind at all if, let's say, most of the stocks start moving later in the week, and we will grab them at a much smaller price. So thank you, everybody. Please, if you are not a subscriber to our YouTube channel, subscribe, comment, and we will continue to cater the content of this channel to your liking. Thank you. Have a great trading session. Bye-bye.